Hi, guys.
Hello. I'm getting a little saucy. I know it's not Saturday, but I got some wine and I pulled out my fine china just for Vara.
Whew! You love to see it. We
It's
love
it's
Batman.
Val.
I know. Val Kilmer he was a good Batman. I mean,
He
was he the
was.
best?
He was a good
No.
Bruce.
But yeah,
I
he
liked
was
his
pretty
Bruce
good,
Wayne. I
for
thought that it
sure.
was interesting. But cheers, chat. First sip of the night. I feel like I'm
Nice.
getting judged by Jill. Calm down, okay? She's like, "You sure?" Yes, I'm sure. Okay, it's been a week.
That's okay. What's been going on with you?
Not much. I mean, just life stuff, and also I want to show you something. Hold on.
Uh-oh. She wants to show us something. That's it.
Stream's done. Look at this.
Yep.
I got a few things. I'll probably show you like off stream so that I don't take up 20 minutes of our podcast talking about this. But shout out Wiley Dave. You sent me a bunch of Batman Forever things, and this was one of them. This is a European cover, but he put like the American version in there for me. He just wanted to make sure that I could have this cool case, and it is very cool. And I just wanted to
Nice.
show it off. And
That's awesome.
I know, and I also got this one more. Well, two more. This is gonna go in my background.
Uh-oh.
It's the VHS.
Whoa!
Yeah, I gotta take the plastic off, but that's gonna go right next to Hook back there. And then one more thing, I've never played this game. I gotta get my Super Nintendo working, but hopefully this stream will be
Whoa.
coming soon.
That's
I
sick.
know, I know. I opened up and I was like, Wiley, Dave, you done it again. Thank you.
Darn.
I know he's the duck person too, so my whole yeah.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
very generous of him.
Very. But how's your week? What have you been playing and what have you been liking and what have you been hating?
I finished Hyrule Warriors, the new Zelda game,
Oh yeah, you
which
did.
was fun. It definitely had a couple of minor problems. But it was still good. It was still fun. I've been playing Arc Raiders a lot.
Are you in like did you
Oh, I'm
recently start
super
it?
into it.
You're
Yeah.
into it?
Yeah, I got it release day, and I figured I'll probably end up putting like a little bit of time into it, but I've actually put quite a lot of time into it.
Listen, all my friends,
So,
I look on Discord right now and they're all
yep,
playing Arc
Arc
Raiders.
Raiders, Arc
Arc
Raiders, Arc
Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've got like the same taste as you because every time like there's something that you're super into, like Silk Song,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
5 or 6 of them that I'm like,
I'm a
Vara would like
normie
them.
gamer.
No, I don't know. I feel like you guys are just like all super cool. That's what it is.
That's true. But you're not
Actually,
really
I'll take
into
it.
extraction shooters, are you?
No, I would like to. Like I'm kind of thinking about giving it a try
You
because I would like
could,
to
yeah.
learn. There was once upon a time that I almost got into Counter-Strike, but then I decided that I didn't hate myself that much. So, and I'm just kidding. It's just hard. It's not that it's a bad game. I had
Yeah,
friends that were
this is
super into it and I played just a little bit.
yeah, this is definitely a lot more it's quite I don't know. I think extraction shooters are a little bit more hardcore because if you go into a PvP match, well, all of the matches are PvP, but if you go into a match and you die, you lose your loot. And so like that is kind of a problem, but it's definitely not as intense as Escape from Tarkov, that's for sure. But it's really fun. You can also play trios. So like if you wanted to
Oh,
play it, we could find somebody else to play with us, and then we could just play trios as
maybe I'll
well.
give it a go because I'm into like I have a variety of games I like to play, and the games that I actually enjoy sometimes are different than the ones I actually stream. Because some of the ones I
Yeah.
stream, like people like, I like horror games. Like Resident Evil is one of my favorite franchises. Like Resident Evil 2 is always going to be up there as one of my favorite games.
Yep.
But some of like the online games, like I don't really like Fortnite. I actually have since uninstalled it like a month ago. But like my friends liked
Yeah.
playing it, so I played that with them. Dead by Daylight. I liked the game, but people were like, "Why isn't that on your list of favorite games?" I'm like, "Because I just streamed that game. I wouldn't put it on the list of my favorite games."
Right.
People, it's just like a funny game to me to stream, and because they have like the cool DLC updates, right? But I don't know. Like my taste in games, I would say is probably more like story driven. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely up for changing it up a bit. Like I got into Helldivers, but then my friends stopped playing it. So that's why I stopped playing it, because I didn't have my squad anymore.
That's the curse of like multiplayer focused games. Because it's like if you don't want to play solo and you want to play with people and you lose those people, it's so hard to either find another consistent group, but when 19,000 games are releasing every single year, like multiplayer games, they come and
Yeah,
they go much quicker than they used to.
it's true. But yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'll give Arc Raiders a go and become obsessed with it.
That is probably a good idea, is also finding a group, but since everybody's playing it right now, it shouldn't be shouldn't be too tough.
Oh yeah, I've had it like another game, and now I've since beat it twice, played through it twice. Have you played Aliens Fireteam Elite?
I have not, no.
Oh, that game's fun.
I've
I'm
heard that it's
actually
good.
very sad that they didn't add more DLCs or anything to it, or release a second game. I mean, they still have time. If they do, I'm getting it, because
Yeah.
it's so much fun, and it's great with friends. It's just a fun shooting game.
Yeah, I've never played it. It's also like Alien Isolation. Didn't play that one either, which I've heard is very good. I know you
I tried.
ran for the hills.
It's a good game. I watched my friends play through it, but like I made the mistake of like, you know what? I'm going for it, and I did it in VR, and I was
Yeah,
like,
whew.
nope, never
Gosh.
mind. Why did I do that?
Yeah,
Bad
I
idea.
I think that VR, like having to play that in VR would probably be um maybe a little bit too intense.
Traumatizing.
Yeah, maybe like a little bit. I'm sure that initially it's cool,
The
but
story's
I'm
great.
assuming that during the game, like as the game progresses, it gets more and more vicious and it like chases you faster and it's
Mhm.
it's yeah, so I think
Oh,
maybe
for
for like
sure.
a little while it probably would be okay,
It
but
would be good to play through once. Just play
yeah.
through. It's like four different levels or something like that. I don't know. You could play through it in like two streams. Like if you had people like that were dedicated to do it,
That's
you could
cool.
totally, you could probably finish it in one stream if you played it by yourself.
Yeah.
But
I do play through games pretty well, everyone likes to say pretty quickly, but I think that the thing is I stream for such long hours every stream generally. That's why it seems like I'm getting through something quickly, but generally my playthrough lengths are longer than like the average like person's because I'm kind of taking my time.
yeah.
But I'm a fake gamer, so it's okay.
So
Yeah,
fake.
Vera's not a gamer. I've never played
Yeah.
a
I
game
clocked her
before.
the second I saw her gaming for like 10 hours. I was like, real gamers
Yeah.
don't do that. You're crazy.
Yeah, they don't. Anyway.
Anyway.
Rotor, thank you for the 1 month. Salutations, Vera and Wicked. Glad to be stuck with y'all. Well, I hope you're doing
Cheers.
good. She's getting a little
Sassy.
saucy.
Just a little bit. It's only a little bit
Just a
of wine. This
little.
is a small
It's
cup.
okay. It's okay. She doesn't have the bottle under her desk and she's gonna refill it 4 times and magically we're gonna be questioning, hey, how's that cup filled again?
Yeah, I'm not actually sipping it. It's just staying there.
Yep. It's true. And Saw, thank you for the 3 months. Hi, the very beautiful Wicked Virtue and the incredible FML star Vera. What do you think of them making Gremlins 3? Have a great show. Actually, I do have the article pulled up for that.
Thanks for the segue.
Um, yeah, thank you for the 3 months. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Ah, man,
I
Gremlins 2 was so bad in my opinion.
so Steven Spielberg returning like makes me kind of like, okay, maybe, but at the same time, when was the last like banger that he put out? I'm trying to think. He used to be my favorite director, which not gonna lie, obviously still love a lot of his old work, but I think the last movie he directed that I really liked was Ready Player One.
Yeah, and I think the last thing in general that he directed that got, I'd say, a large media following was what's it called? The one with Rachel Zegler. Oh my gosh, how am I blanking on this?
You got
Oh
me.
my gosh. How am I forgetting this? West Side Story. I didn't
Oh, I
watch
didn't
it.
watch. Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't
watch
watch
it.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good. That's how I forgot the name. But
Yeah. And when was that? That was what, like probably like 5-ish years ago, right? It
I
wasn't
think it
that long ago,
was
was it?
West Side Story was 2021, right?
Okay, so about that.
Um, Let me see. Yeah, 2021 because it was supposed to come out in 2020, but then they delayed it and delayed it, but then it came out in 2021. But I think that that was the big, like, very large thing that he worked on that I can remember getting like a lot of media attention. But it says Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav announced the film at a quarterly earnings report. According to him, Steven Spielberg will produce Gremlins 3 as he did the first two, and Chris Columbus, who will co-write and direct it. He wrote the first Gremlins, but sat out the sequel. And I think that this right here might be a big reason why Gremlins 2, in my opinion, was pretty bad. I just didn't it didn't click with me. Gremlins 1 was great. I loved it. I mean, it's kind of it's a classic at this
Yeah,
point,
it's
I
a
would
classic.
say. For sure, but sequel, I don't know how you feel about it, but wasn't for me.
No, I think the first one was probably enough.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
this third one, like the second one, okay, because there's a lot of people, especially these older movies that did sequels, like, no, it holds such a good place in my heart. I love it. It might become an issue where, like, after you see three, you're gonna be like, all right, I like two now.
Yeah,
Because they're probably gonna use
probably.
so much CGI. Back then, everything was practical effects, and they used puppets and stuff. And I kind of feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll do that this time. But I don't know. They get so lazy with it now.
Well, right,
I
and
don't
that's
trust
a
anything.
exactly, and that's a such a major problem. It also says Zach Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein, who previously wrote Final Destination Bloodlines and the live-action Kim Possible TV movie, will co-write the script, which
What?
those are two very different things. Kim Possible TV movie was atrocious,
I didn't even know
and
that existed. What the
yeah, it
frig?
came out in like 2018, I think, or 2019,
Where was I?
and I don't know, probably watching better movies.
Yeah, probably.
And Final Destination Bloodlines, like I don't. It just sounds like a very bizarre lineup almost. Like it doesn't it's not like it's people that I would say have like a large name in the space for like a very specific genre or subsection of movies. Like these two are two very different things.
Yeah, see, I agree. And you know what? I grew up watching Kim Possible and I liked Kim Possible, but I had no idea that they did the live
Yeah.
action movie because I guess that means it just did not do well.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
it like the base show was amazing, but the live action movie was not
Not
good.
needed?
Yeah,
Like
not
most of
needed.
these? Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like a very low budget Disney, hey, we need to pump out a product real quick type of movie. Um, it
Oh,
also
they love doing
says
that.
that Columbus has been trying to get Gremlins 3 off the ground for some time, with the film being announced as in development seemingly every few years. In 2017, he teased a twisted and dark script for the sequel, which involved the notion of putting Gizmo down to prevent further Gremlins outbreaks. Whether that idea will be
What?
retained in the new version of the film is unknown. That is
This is a kids
wild.
movie. What are you trying to do to these kids? Gonna kill
Um,
Gizmo? What's wrong with you?
I guess traumatized like everybody, period, because of
Yeah.
nostalgic fans would be traumatized.
Yeah.
But I mean, we don't have a lot of details. And the big question obviously is, can this capture the awesomeness of the OG Gremlins? I don't know. I'm so
I doubt it.
cautious at this point. I don't trust anybody in Hollywood anymore.
I doubt it. They have no new ideas. So they're taking things that did well, franchises, movies, and they're trying to revive them or continue them. And we've seen this fail over and over again, especially in the hands of Disney. Like, it's Disney that's doing this, right? It was Disney owns, do they?
It's Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Okay, well,
Yeah.
who knows who's going to even own that by the time this movie gets made.
Well, that's a good
So
question. I
that's
mean,
yeah. I don't know.
man,
I
Gizmo's
don't.
gonna be race swapped.
Oh no, Gizmo's gonna become a
No.
black lady.
Yep.
Um,
Netflix adaptation classic.
oh no, I.
Uh,
It's not needed. It's just
no.
absolutely not needed, and that's it. No one asked for it except for Chris Columbus, who has like terrible TDS and is just like a freaking weirdo now, one of those Looney Tunes. I don't know
Yeah.
what, like Steven Spielberg's stances are on things. Maybe he hasn't really been out there. I haven't paid attention. I like his old movies. Hook is one of my favorite movies. Um,
Yeah, I
but
don't know what he said over the past couple of years, but yeah,
probably
I mean,
nothing good. I mean,
obviously, definitely don't trust anybody in Hollywood, period. So
nope.
that is a
Listen,
problem.
we don't want this third movie, okay? And that's it.
Yeah, I think I'm good, to be honest.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. Staccato
Whoa!
DDS. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted
Cheers.
memberships. I love that cup. I really do.
She's gonna pause every time. That's why I brought
I
this
am.
cup out.
I am. I
I was
need to
like,
get one too now. I have
you
to pick
need
one up.
one.
Yeah,
You
I
can
have to
find.
go to
I'll find one for
eBay.
you.
Yeah,
I'll find you
I
one.
need one now. But chat, say thank you, or your band, of course. Thank you
Say
for
it
the
now.
20 gifted. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Very grateful. Valiant Renegade, thank you for the 6 months. And thank you
Hello.
for the 19.99.
What's up, Valiant?
Speaking of Disney earnings call live 8 a.m. EST tomorrow morning. Vara, Amanda, welcome to hop by 8 a.m. It's kind of early, to
It
be
is.
honest. And I mean, Wicked might get a little tipsy tonight, so I don't know if she's gonna be up at 8 a.m.
Oh, I'll be up, but I might not be around. I will let you
Yeah, I
know.
don't
Thank you
know.
for the invite.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for the invite. How long do they usually last? I don't even know. Um,
The earnings
yeah,
streams
yeah.
probably a
I don't know.
couple few
Yeah, probably a
hours.
couple of hours, but
Hmm.
usually I just read the TLDR later in the day. But thank you so much for the 19.99. Of course, guys, make sure to go stop by over there too if you're interested. Justin, thank you for the 9.99. Have you ladies seen It Follows? I enjoy your horror reviews. I like It Follows a
I knew that's
lot.
on my list. I have to watch it. I
It's
will. I've
very
heard that
good.
it's. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So
Yeah, they're supposed to be making a sequel, but I haven't heard anything
hmm.
about it lately.
Maybe we
They
don't want a sequel.
it's called They Follow.
It's already ruined.
I
It's
don't
already
think it
ruined.
is. I don't think it is, but whenever I hear they now, it's just instant red flag. Production was slated for 2024, but it was pushed to 2025, and obviously we've got a month and a half left, so I don't think we're I don't think we're getting it anytime soon. It was the first one was definitely good though. Highly recommend it for anybody who hasn't seen it. And one of these weeks we'll definitely get Wicked to watch. I think one
Yeah.
of these weeks we're just going to have to do movie reviews. We're going to have to watch like 10
Yeah.
movies. We're going to have to just cover a bunch of movies because we have so many.
It follows. Yeah. Twist my arm. I guess I can do it. Whatever.
Yeah, I
I
know.
love movie
Jeez.
marathons. Gosh, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah. But thank you for the 10. Carlos Lima, thank you so much for the 5. They're gonna make Gizmo into a girl boss or gay. That's what I was just saying. They're gonna race swap Gizmo.
All of it. All of it.
Probably. Average Netflix adaptation. Don't destroy my childhood, Warner Brothers Studios. Well,
If they do that and they kill Gizmo, people are gonna
I'm gonna be
riot.
pissed.
They're gonna be so mad. That's just wrong.
That'd be the stupidest move they could possibly make. Like, who would even. I mean, I guess if you're trying to go for like a rated R and you're really trying to make it like emotionally impactful, I suppose I could see it happening. I just don't
But
know if that's
why
really what people
kids
want.
stop it?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like that would be a horrendous idea, but I think anything they would make could probably be horrendous. Also, yeah, why can't anyone just make new original content? It's a great question that we're never going to get an answer to.
Because they're creatively bankrupt and they're lazy.
Well, right, ultimately, 100%. That's such a big, big problem because Hollywood doesn't have any passionate people that are a part of it. They're just activists.
Yeah.
They're not people who know how to create a cohesive story at this point. And speaking of Warner Brothers, I think we had talked about this during the last Vara and Virtue show, but there's been a lot of rumors circulating about what's going to happen to Warner Brothers Discovery. Netflix was reportedly actively exploring the bid, a new report claimed, but there's actually an update to this because apparently now the rumor is that Saudi Arabia's PIF, or the Public Investment Fund, plans to make a full buyout offer for $70 billion. That's
What?
a
Wait,
chunk of change.
which the Discovery Channel, or it just says that
Warner
what's
Brothers Discovery.
oh
Yeah. This
oh
Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. So they had just gone in the three-way deal for EA. Apparently, they want to make a $70 billion bid to outright purchase Warner Brothers Discovery. And they've been buying up a lot in entertainment. Like they bought up they've invested in a lot actually. Let me see if I could find a list really quickly. But
uh-oh. Is that the
public
highest bid so far?
from what we're hearing it is. Now we don't know the number for um like what Netflix wanted to give them,
I don't want Netflix to get it,
but
but I don't.
yeah, well, that's a problem, right? Is like who would be worse? Like
I still stick by out of all of them. I would Universal, like that's where that's who I think wouldn't do the
yeah.
most damage, and also because I'm in Florida and I want the theme parks
Well, that
to
is true.
have the Warner Brothers stuff.
Yeah, that is true. And I mean, we would be here all day if we talked about all their investments, but the ones that you would probably know, um, like maybe the most, or the ones that would be most prevalent to you, is that in 2021 they purchased stakes in Electronic Arts, which now they are one of the three major investors in taking EA private. Take-Two Interactive, which of course is Rockstar, and Activision Blizzard. In May 2022 they purchased a 5% stake in Nintendo, and then the following month an 8% stake in Embracer, with over $1 billion worth of investment.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
they're taking over.
They also had invested 2 billion in Affinity Partners, and that's Jared Kushner's firm, who also went in on this three-way deal for EA. So they've definitely been, investing in a hell of a lot over the past couple of years. They basically have an insane amount of money to invest, but I mean, the rumor now is apparently the offer is north of 70 billion, with PIF proposing to take on their debt and guarantee multi-year creative autonomy for HBO, DC, and Warner Brothers Pictures, and that apparently the board actually met to discuss it, but there was no confirmation, but there was talk of the proposal that came through a US-based holding company to avoid immediate political blowback. So obviously, like, they don't own Activision Blizzard anymore, or is stake in Activision Blizzard anymore. When it comes to, EA, we're seeing that like major deal. I personally, I mean, kind of hate to say it, I think Netflix would probably be better. Because as we know, Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia, while yes, they technically would make it so that there's, let's be honest, less gay shit in entertainment. They also would make all of the women be covered head to toe, probably.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
we'd see
So
censorship, but we would see like we would probably end up seeing so much more censorship. And there's also the rumor circulating that Xbox had active discussions about buying, Warner Brothers games. So there's a lot of these different rumors right now that are, going around.
man, I don't know. I guess, like I said, Universal first, then I guess maybe Netflix, because they're all like behind them, like especially Saudi Arabia. You said they will censor it way more, and it'll be just it's all bad. Okay, that's it. It's just all
Yeah.
bad.
Well, the Saudis, they want to make money. So that's their
Yeah.
first and foremost focus. So I don't think that they would censor for the West as hard as we've seen with some companies who obviously are like toning down Cortanas because Microsoft said you have to, devote yourself to these standards. But I also don't think that we would get away with a major win here, which
No.
because
I
they're also
wonder I wonder if they would cover the women up though in like Western,
um
you know.
yeah, I think it's very tough to say because I think that the thing with the Saudis, as we've seen with a lot of investments, is that as soon as they invest, games and companies become microtransaction hell, which for me is the major red flag. Is
Yeah.
every single company they sink their claws into, the monetization practices change extremely intensely and very quickly. And so I think that maybe they would let a lot of sexuality slide because they do want to make money.
Mhm.
But my major worry, especially on the video game side of things, is how much the game's monetization models will change. And that right there is, whew, could be very bad.
It could be because it's already bad, right? I mean,
Yeah.
not for every game, but like imagine if Saudi Arabia had their hands on like Stellar Blade.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Yeah.
want to enhance Eve's assets. That's fine, but it's going to be $30.
Yeah. Like, you can see it, but you got to pay for it.
Yeah, do not redeem microtransactions. Yeah, that's the problem is the microtransactions, at least in my opinion. It's tough because when it comes to Hollywood and Warner Brothers and even Netflix, the issue that we face is that they're already trash. And so you can question how much more trash is all of this going to get? It could get a hell of a lot worse. But also, because they want to make money, maybe for a couple of years they would completely do a 180. They would turn things around. They would basically say creative freedom is a big, great thing and we 100% support it until they've made their money back. And then they go, well, actually, just kidding, guys. We're turning things back around again. So we actually did a 360.
It's exhausting.
It is. It definitely is.
I don't
but
trust anybody. That's it.
No,
Like
and that's the
even though I
problem.
say that it would be like good for Universal to get it, like I could say that right and then they get it and it ends up bad.
Yeah.
So
I suppose we'll
I don't
see.
know.
I
don't
want it
know.
to be good. I want
I would love for
entertainment to be
things to be
great.
good. Yeah, me too.
Stuff.
Yeah,
Don't trust
internet.
anybody.
We don't want to hate everything.
Yeah, you guys just love to hate everything. Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe if everything didn't suck, we would have to hate it.
We would like something.
Yeah,
We liked spoiler for the end of the stream. We did like Frankenstein.
we did
so.
like Frankenstein, which we do have a couple Frankenstein topics too that we'll talk about like right before that probably. Lots of Frankenstein thoughts though. If you haven't watched it, it's gonna be a tough night. That's for sure. Because we're about to fangirl. Addis, thank you so much for the 10. I hope Woman of the Year Rachel Zegler stars in that new Gremlins movie. She could. I mean, I think that she's a half decent singer.
Yeah.
I just think that she's a Broadway singer. I don't think that she had the voice for Snow White.
She's theater all
Yep.
the way, which is totally fine. That works for her. There were so many better people they could have chosen. Like Mirror Mirror, you've seen that one, right?
Yeah,
With,
I have Lily Collins.
Lily Collins and oh my gosh, Julia Roberts. I'm like, I
Julia
know her
Roberts.
name. It's
I
like,
saw her
it's escaping
face,
me.
and I yep.
So did I. I'm like,
Yep.
Pretty Woman. I really liked that one. I think that is the best on-screen adaptation of Snow White that's come out.
Definitely.
But this, I didn't watch this one. I watched spoiler videos because I was like, I can't even Jack Sparrow this. I just can't do it because I did it with the Little Mermaid and I pretty much got traumatized by it.
Yeah, it was
Except
so
for the
different.
scene when she flops herself onto the boat to save herself, when she turns the boat into Ursula, that to me was comedy. I know it wasn't supposed to be funny, but she's just like,
yeah,
with the
that
wheel.
movie.
I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
that movie
sure.
infuriates me so much because they completely missed the point of Prince Eric's character from the original. Like that was supposed to be the moment where Ariel's father decided, you know what? Maybe this guy isn't so bad. Maybe
he's good enough for my daughter.
But nope, she saved herself.
And she had to flop like a fish out of water, quite
So
literally, too.
stupid.
It's just like, are you kidding me right now, Disney? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
looked really, really bad, but you know, do we expect anything good from Disney these days? No,
No.
that's for sure. The Jabroni, thank you for the 2. How do you circumcise a hillbilly?
I don't know. That one went over my head.
There's
I'm
no
not very smart.
follow-up. There's
I'm
no
not very
follow-up.
smart, so I don't know.
I don't know either, but there's no follow-up.
See, Vara's smart. She doesn't know. So you got us there, jabroni.
I don't know. I have no idea. That's so random. I'll keep an eye on chat though.
It's gonna bother her. So you better
Yeah, he's not
answer
gonna
it.
come back for until next week, and then he's gonna follow up and be like, "Here's the answer, guys." We're gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" Justin,
Oh.
thank you for the $9.99. You should review a classic horror movie every week as well with the new ones, and I will offer my services of a list you can go through, starting with Eyes Without a Face, Next Black Christmas. Thoughts? The thing is that if we do only horror movies, they're gonna lose their magic. And I think that's
Yeah,
the problem with like picking one specific genre and really like sticking with it.
I
Not a
agree.
bad suggestion for sure, but I think that it's good to probably just do the one, but then have it be some new, some old, some classics, stuff like that. But thank you for the 10. Very grateful, of course.
All right, the stream's over. We're done.
You kick his sister in the jaw.
Jabroni.
Wow, that was
That
so
was
stupid. Why would you do that? No. Oh my
No.
gosh.
She's crashing out.
No. Also, why
No.
why is StreamYards doing this? Some of these
What?
donations are not popping up.
I
Hey.
think StreamYard's been messing up for people lately.
Hey, StreamYards. Whoa.
Get it
Can
together.
you work, please? I guess I can't highlight these because they're not here. But Carlos, thank you for the 5. Out of curiosity, Wicked, did you watch the Lake House movie? If so, what are your thoughts?
Not yet, because I watched Frankenstein. I actually almost watched Frankenstein again because I liked
was
it so
good. It
much.
was long,
so
though.
good. That's what I mean. That's why I didn't watch it
Yeah.
again yet, but I will. The Lake House, I actually put it on like I think it's on Amazon or HBO Max. It's on the list. I might watch it tomorrow, but I kind of want to watch It Follows.
That
That's on
one's good
HBO
too.
Max. So I will. I actually was going to, like I said, I was gonna watch the Lake House, but I'm like, wait, Frankenstein. So that took
Yeah, Frankenstein was solid.
oh yes it was.
Yep. And Corey, thank you for the 5. I asked the librarian if she knew any authors who wrote dinosaur novels. She said yes, Triceratops.
Corey.
No, it's getting harder to not laugh. No.
I gotta put on lip gloss.
she's trying so hard not to laugh. Thank
I'm
you
not laughing.
for the 5. I'm laughing at Wicked, of course, not your joke.
Here,
Damn it.
it's like Vara's a cat, and all I have to do is pop this up, and she's like, she pauses. I'm gonna pull this up when she's in the middle of a rant, and just go like this and see if it catches her.
I can't look at the
She's like,
screen anymore, chat. I can't look at her camera. You guys are gonna have to let me know if it breaks.
the camera breaks.
Yeah, like if it freezes or it pauses, because I'm not gonna be paying attention. Because otherwise, you're gonna keep distracting me.
Distracting her with Vale.
Yep, it is gonna happen. Okay, so guys, let's talk about Mario, I suppose. So,
Yay, Bree's back!
woo!
I'm so excited.
I can't wait. I love Brie
can't wait.
Larson.
Yay, #1 fans.
Man,
Just kidding.
I see her face and I don't know. It really irks me now because she always looks so mad. She always looks so angry. Like, I think that's the problem for me is that she never seems happy, even when she's supposed to be happy.
What happened to the Bree from Scott Pilgrim? Because I always stand by that. You guys, if you guys have been in my chat, you know that I'm a big Scott Pilgrim fan, and I liked her character.
Yeah. It was
and Scott
good.
Pilgrim, very good. I haven't watched any of the Captain Marvel movies, so I don't know.
Ooh.
Can't. I mean, I've seen clips, which
You're
was
gonna have to
enough.
pick. You're gonna have to pick a donation goal for one of the weeks that we're on your channels to force you to watch them. The
$100 million.
Marvels was so bad. It was horrendous. Whew.
Oof.
But I guess we'll watch the trailer. Usually Nintendo's good. It is like Nintendo Universal. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see. Worst comes to worst, I have to clip it out if it's not here. When you're watching the playback, well, I suppose it is what it is. But we'll watch this. They finally released the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer, and yes, Brie Larson is in it. All good with the audio?
Yep.
Okay,
I can
cool.
hear it.
Hey, big guy! You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up. Sipping the soup, cleaning the paint. Boodle-doo, boodle-doo, and also trim the bonsai bush. Here we go. Hey, Luigi! What's up, Mario? Behold! I made a masterpiece for Princess Peach. What do you think?
Love the
It is wild to me that is in the trailer.
Looks like a one of those like spicy novel covers.
I know, it looks like, I don't know, like some fan art on some fan fiction. Like, AI could never. AI could never
People are gonna
replicate
recreate this. People are absolutely gonna recreate this.
That's wild to me. Only Nintendo could get away with this shit in a movie for kids.
It's true.
What do you think?
love the colors.
It's trash.
How dare you look at my masterpiece and say that?
I'll burn the skin off your bones.
Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking. Still working through my demons, I suppose. Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
I'm Bowser Jr., and I'm gonna be taking my father now!
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
They didn't even have her say anything.
No, they didn't have her say anything in that one. And then let me find the, I mean, I have it, the individual clip of her. Let me get that. But I thought that was actually a pretty good trailer.
Yeah, I loved the first Mario
Yeah.
movie. I thought they did a great job with that. I'll probably like it. If they continue with the same formula from the first one, yes.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'll probably go to see it in theaters. I've seen the first one in theaters. So.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to find this clip real quick. Brie Larson. I can't believe I have to search up her name again. I thought I had the tab. I don't have the tab. Oh, here it
Darn
is.
it.
I got it. Don't
I gotta
worry.
look her up again.
I know.
No.
Again, now all my recommendeds are gonna be Brie Larson.
All over
Exactly
your
what I
YouTube,
need. Yeah.
Brie Larson interviews. Have you seen? There's a really quick side note. Have you seen?
Princess named.
Whoa.
Sorry, I don't know what made me think of this, but have you seen the Meghan Markle hyena laugh video?
I don't think so, no. You
Okay,
have to find
save
it.
that. We'll save that for later.
Okay, cool.
Once upon a time, there was a brave and noble princess named Peach.
I want to hear the story about the plumbers.
We did that one last night.
Plumber, 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 plumber.
Okay. Once upon
I
Okay.
think that
It doesn't like not fit. I mean,
yeah, I think my issue is not necessarily that she doesn't not fit. It's for me the worry about how she's going to act during this press tour. Like I think that she's not the worst actress in the world. But she definitely is not good for projects generally, which is the issue.
yeah.
It's not like she's going to have like an extremely major role here either, which is the thing. She's probably only gonna be in a couple scenes.
Yeah, I
Now-
wouldn't.
She definitely sounds very, in my opinion, Valley Girl,
Mhm.
which I think maybe because there's a lot of other named actors and like they just are kind of playing themselves, it won't matter all that much when she's like actually talking with the rest of the cast and whatnot. But she sounds just very basic. She doesn't have any sort of like flair. She didn't raise her voice pitch up at all.
You would
I
think
mean-
maybe Rosalina would sound a bit more, maybe like regal is a
Yeah.
term. I know Peach wasn't really like that, but it was kind of a different kingdom.
Right.
Rosalina has been around the galaxy, so you'd think maybe, I don't know. I'm not. I mean, if we're gonna talk about a voice actor that I'm mad about in this role, is Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Patrick
do not like
Warburton
Seth
was right
Rogen.
there. Patrick Warburton would have been a perfect
Yes.
Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong is my favorite IP from Nintendo. So Seth Rogen being Donkey Kong makes me so mad. So if we're gonna go there, I still hate that more than this.
Yeah. No, I agree. She should sound a bit more like mystical and regal, but she just sounds very plain, which is just sort of Brie Larson's voice. I just don't know. I mean, we only got 18 seconds worth of her talking. So, who knows how she's actually going to be
Yeah.
in this film. I don't think that she could tank this film. I don't think anything could make this film not
It's gonna
make
do
money.
great. It's gonna do great.
Absolutely. But at the same time, I think that they probably have to keep her on a pretty tight leash when it comes to interviews and marketing and like PR material.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful. She's not very good at the interviews.
Yeah, she definitely isn't. And one thing that I actually thought was interesting about this whole situation, and I don't know if you saw, is Grace Randolph's response to this. So initially she said, if anything can tank the new Super Mario Bros. Movie, it's Brie Larson. But then she followed up with, hate channels are a scourge on entertainment and the industry. But
Oh,
this
Grace.
idea that we therefore can't say anything negative when there's plenty of evidence to back it up is insane. I just spent all last week defending Ellie Fanning in Predator and got a ton of hate for defending Barbie. Will Mario 2 be a huge success? Almost certainly, but Brie Larson has a history of making comments on press tours, etc., that are not helpful and turn off audiences. She was also a big part of reimagining The Marvels, a film I gave a good review of, but that sequel ruined a billion-dollar character. And I think that this sort of turn is so fascinating because she's basically saying, well, she's got a large list of failures under her belt, which is true, and I don't disagree with. I definitely think that she is generally part of movies that don't particularly do that well. Also, yes, she does edit films basically. Like she shows up to set and reads scripts and then says, well, I think we could make it better by doing X, Y, and Z, and then that turns out to not be true. But at the same time, you really are starting off with saying hate channels are a scourge on entertainment and the industry. Like, you mean people criticizing a product and you ultimately, like, I don't know. She pisses me off. She pisses me off so
I think
freaking bad.
everybody. She makes no sense. It's hard to tell if she really believes the crap that she spews or if she just does it for the clicks.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's a little bit of both. I don't know. I don't really watch her stuff because my brain cells can't.
You're
they
gonna
just
lose
can't.
the
I
last
will
few
lose
that you
the last
have.
few that I have. Like I'm hanging on by a thread already. I can't watch Grace Randolph.
Ryan says I stand with Brie.
Yeah, you summoned him as soon as we started talking
Ryan's
about
like,
Brie.
hell yeah,
He's
I
like,
want
"Let me get
her
in
to be in this movie. 42 new videos already.
He already knows.
I mean, I don't think that she could tank a movie that's gonna be this big. I don't think that she could.
I disagree with that.
Yeah.
Because Seth Rogen didn't tank it. So
Yeah,
not saying he
no.
tanks stuff. I know people like him, but I'm gonna be salty forever about that casting with Donkey Kong because again, Patrick Warburton was right there, Nintendo. What are you doing?
I dislike Seth Rogen more than I dislike Brie Larson.
Yeah, I can get behind that as well. And like I said, I didn't watch the the Captain Marvel movies, whatever, with her, but I'm willing to bet that it wasn't just her performance, that the writing was just crap. So
Yeah.
that's just my take on that. I don't need to watch it to know.
Yeah.
Because you know what? She did good on Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, how many years ago?
I will always say that I love Scott Pilgrim.
But besides Scott
And
Pilgrim, what else was she good in?
Yeah, I mean,
That's the problem.
You got me there, but I will
Yeah.
always stand by her with Scott Pilgrim from
I
like 20
stand
years
by
ago.
my fellow females.
Yeah, duh. Girl power. Uh-oh.
Guys, that's it. That's the end of this stream.
Oh.
Thanks for being here.
She's like, she's done. I'm not doing a show with her anymore.
Yeah,
She's a
it's
freaking
over.
feminist, a closeted feminist.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine. You know what, guys? Vera Virtue Show wasn't really working out that well.
She's kind of retarded, and I figured it
Yeah,
out.
a little bit. Speaking of Wicked, she said, I had a Wicked post hit 4 million views just last week.
Gotta use my name for the clicks. Wow.
Yep,
Nice.
classic. Feminists sticking together. Somebody said you undermined your point by admitting Mario will likely be a huge hit. So now all you're doing is taking a gratuitous shot at Larson, who will not be taking the movie. And for someone unlikable, she sure does seem to stay busy and keep getting offers to work. Weird. And she responded with, let's see. Larson is a risk. I think the odds are good she will say something promoting this movie that causes at least a hiccup. And yeah, I think that Brie Larson is definitely somebody who makes a lot of pretty, like, I don't want to say horrendous comments, but definitely some more controversial comments, or there's some kind of drama with co-stars or whatnot. She, to me, kind of seems just like a big fat diva. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that she's going to have that large of a role in this movie. I think that it will probably be minimal.
And if Nintendo learned anything from her other, press tours and everything with the like Marvel movies, they may not really put her out that much, or she may be coached very well. I don't know. We'll see. I'll be kind of surprised if she says something so stupid that it like hurts the movie at all.
I just know that I personally, myself, am just so happy that she's in this instead of playing Samus in a live action Metroid Prime. That's all I know, chat.
Was she in talks for that?
Well, she was like lobbying for it. She wanted
okay.
that role. So yeah. Yeah,
she's like, I'd rather this. Thank you.
I would rather this. Justin, thank you for the 10. Offhand, can I ask for your top 5 horror movies? Ooh, I don't know.
Evil Dead 2 is my favorite horror movie, so that's easy.
Yeah, that's
then
really good.
Before I seen Evil Dead 2, Freddy vs. Jason was, so that's another one. I know some. I don't know. I feel like as I've gotten like older, I've seen more love for that movie. But back like when I was a big old chicken and I didn't really like horror movies, and I was like, "This is my favorite horror movie." People were like, "You're gay," and I was like, "Wow." And then the original Nightmare on Elm Street for sure.
Yeah.
The Thing.
The Thing's good. Shining is amazing. Exorcist is
good.
great. Nightmare on Elm Street is great.
Oh, and Halloween. There's my rest of my list. The original Halloween classic.
Yeah, Alien.
Oh yeah.
Halloween is great. Hellraiser. There's a lot of good horror movies. Definitely.
There is.
I don't know what else off the top of my I'm terrible with on the spot lists. I really am.
Well, I recently made one like around Halloween time, and I sat there for a minute and really thought about it. I was like, all right, here's the top 5 for you guys.
Yeah.
So that kind of helped me have that together and ready.
Yeah, definitely. But thank you for the 10. Very grateful.
Thank
But looking at the responses to this, I'd say that, yeah, I mean, they're generally positive. 4.2 million views in, or throughout the day in about 12 hours, 58,000 likes, 1,000 comments just on this thread. People talking about Toy Story 5, no, but the Super Mario Galaxy movie, yes.
I didn't watch Toy Story 4. Oh gosh, people are
I don't want to
there's
see
gonna be fan
this.
art that's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, I don't like that they put this in.
I don't like that very much.
I'm definitely good. There's people doing the princesses. Oh, by the way, how do you feel about her bangs? I've seen a lot of debate.
They made her kind of emo. Why? Why she got the emo swoop?
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's a little intense.
It's a little bit. They're like, you know what? She's just, figuring out her life right now.
I mean, not that it necessarily doesn't fit. I mean, it does.
She looks like that, but it feels, I don't know. It's like the way that they have it. I don't know what it is about it because I mean, she does have that. Like the character has that, but it's like it's a bit more like cutesy, I guess. I want to say in the games, and here it just seems like
looks so
emo.
intense almost.
Yeah,
I think because Peach's hair. So Peach's hair looks a little bit more like subtle almost, whereas hers just looks so intense.
I'm comparing it right now, and it's like, in the Nintendo animation style for
close.
the games, it's very close, but
it's not wildly
there's something
different
about it that's like a bit more, like I said, cutesy, and it's not that it's not feminine the way they did it here, but it seems like it's got to be like this stark contrast to Peach, I guess, is what they're trying to go for. Maybe, I mean, it is like it looks like it does. I don't know. There's just something about it with the way they did it. Maybe it's, what I think it is. No, because that looks the same too. There's something they didn't. They didn't do it wrong, but they added a bit more intensity to it, like you said.
Yeah, it's almost that their hair looks like. I don't know if this is gonna be like a niche reference, like Polly Pockets. It almost looks like plastic hair.
That's what it is. Okay, that's what it is.
It looks like sculpted plastic hair in still images. Maybe that's because it's just so shiny. I don't know. I mean, it looks good in the trailer. I don't dislike it. I'm not. Chad. It's definitely accurate. It looks a little.
It looks more square. Too. Yeah. Like if you look, it's like more round than regular Rosalina, and then this one's just kind of like flat.
Yeah, she also looks maybe a little angry, perhaps.
That could be it too. The expression.
Classic Brie Larson take, of course.
Make her angry.
Pepper, thank you so much for the 10. Oh my god, I don't like Buff Bowser. You know who does though? Kim Belair. I don't like her bangs. Could you be any more of a body type too? I bet Kim. I didn't even read the whole comment. No, I bet Kim Belair likes Buff Bowser.
Who's Kim Belair?
She's the Sweet Baby Inc. CEO. Yeah, that's Kim. That's Kim Belair. Yeah, that's her.
Oh boy!
I didn't even read the whole comment. Fuck. No, thanks for killing my flow. No problem, Pepper. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Ugh, God, it's just horrendous.
Look at Batman. It's okay. Look at Batman. Everything's okay.
Yeah, it makes me feel a little better. Jabroni, thank you for the 2. Put the jiggle back in games. Repeal the 19th. I mean, some games have jiggle. It's not like it's not like we don't have games with jiggle, but compared to how many years ago? 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it's very, very different.
There's
That's
very
for
less
sure.
jiggle.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I think the movie looks good. I think the trailer looked good. Obviously, well, we're gonna watch it when it comes out April, so a couple of months away. But I mean, the
I'm gonna
first
go
one
see
was
it.
solid. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
I loved the first one.
Yeah, and I just hope that this one lives up to the hype. Have they said how many of these they want to do?
No, but I'm guessing they're gonna do quite a few. I seen
Yeah.
talks. I don't know if this is just rumors, but they may be working potentially on a Yoshi movie. That
Yeah,
doesn't surprise me at
that could
all.
be
Like
cool.
doing like a Yoshi's Island type thing.
Yeah, well, there's so many characters that they could just pump out these types of films.
Yeah. So they're gonna keep going as long as it's getting them money. They're gonna keep going.
And it's always gonna make them money.
It's always gonna make them money. That's true.
Absolutely. But yeah, you know, I hope it comes out. I hope it's as good as we expect it to be. But there are already some posts being made like this. We're about to see the most misogynistic opinions from people still mad about a mediocre movie from 10 years ago. So these individuals, let me be nice, these
You don't
individuals
have to be nice.
who,
It's
of
a safe place
course, okay, these dumb motherfuckers
here.
who constantly want to attack people with opinions that are different from theirs are already starting this over on X. 39,000 likes already. Dude,
Wow.
bros are just weak. Captain Marvel wasn't even bad. Captain Marvel was not good, and the Marvels was horrific.
It's really funny
So-
because the people that defended it, like, it wasn't even that bad. What did you like about it? It just wasn't bad. And
Right.
they run away.
Right. Like
Give
what
us-
is it
give
that
us
you
a
liked?
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine if you like it. Yeah, that's cool. But
Can you
tell us
yeah.
why.
One reason. They can't.
No.
Brie Larson's hot.
Yeah.
Maybe that-
I guess that might be their opinion.
That's
Uh,
Ryan's opinion. Don't
whew.
he'll yell at
Yeah,
you on Monday.
I'm
You better
definitely
chill. You're
I'm
gonna get it.
all set with that. That's for sure.
I'm good.
God damn. Let's move on to something better than Brie Larson.
Arc Raiders.
wrecking video game journalists. So, of course, over the past few weeks, we've all been talking about Arc Raiders. There's been a lot of discussions. It's doing absolutely insane numbers right now, which you love to see it. You love to see
Yes.
video games succeeding, especially when they're not corporate AAA slop. Now, this game to me, if they had put Star Wars on it, I would have believed it because it feels like Star Wars. It looks like Star Wars. And I don't think that that's necessarily bad because it's better than any Star Wars game we've got in the past, 5, 6, 7 years since Fallen Order came out. But Arc Raiders is causing quite a lot of meltdowns on social media. And one major outlet that has been getting absolutely wrecked the past few days is Eurogamer because they decided to give Arc Raiders a 2 out of 5 when they previously had given Concord a 3 out of 5.
Oh, are you kidding me? So what is their reasoning for giving it a 2 out of 5?
So their reasoning isn't that the game's, buggy or broken or they hate the gameplay or it's not fun. The reason why they're mad at it is because they use AI voice generation, but they paid voice actors, but they paid to license their voice. So basically, they could just have the voice actor say anything in the game. So real people are getting paid. It's not like they took just generic AI voices and didn't pay people. So that is why they've given it a 2 out of 5. That's why they're angry about it, because they're saying for Arc Raiders to ride the wave of human social ability all the way to the bank, while also being so contemptuous of the thing that makes us social animals in its own workflow, demonstrates a lack of artistic integrity that they find impossible to ignore.
It sounds to me like this is just a whole bunch of wah, wah, and they wanted to find a reason not to like the game, and they couldn't. So they're like, let's, and like you said, it's real people getting paid. That makes sense to me. Okay, you think of like Destiny, where they had to keep bringing Nathan Fillion back
Mm-hmm.
to record lines. If they would have, I'm not saying like someone like him probably maybe don't sign off the rights to just like anybody to get your, maybe just for Destiny, right? Like not like as a whole, like just sign your likeness away. But if he would have done something like that, he would have still gotten paid and wouldn't have had to even bother going into the studio. Like I see no problem with it. Like there's a difference between people that abuse AI and make slop with it versus just using it as a tool to make something maybe a bit easier or better. Like this makes sense to me because now whenever they want to add something in, they can just add it in without bringing in everybody and paying even extra. I think it would have cost them more. They probably had to pay to like fly these people in and stuff, right? So it's a win-win. Like, okay, I'm going to pay you and you don't even have to get out of your house. Like there's your check. I would love that. Sign me up. I would do it.
Right? Yeah, sure. Why the heck not? And I don't know how you generally feel about AI. I think AI is a fine tool. I don't necessarily know if I feel it should be a full-blown replacement for like human beings, but in this case, it's not like someone isn't getting paid and they had, I don't know, 50 different characters that had to voice act, hundreds of hours of lines, and they decided to not pay people. Like, we're just talking about them licensing someone's voice, but that person still got paid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It'd be totally different if, like you said, they just like made these fake voices and it all sounded AI. But no, it's real people, and they didn't steal their likeness. They're paying them for it, and the people actually signed off on it. So I see no problem here. I think Eurogamer is just a bunch of crybabies, and they're angry for some reason that this game is doing well, and they had to give it a bad review.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And another issue with it is that when it comes to voice actors in the Western world of entertainment, a lot of them are ideologically captured, right? They always want to change dialogue. They always want to add their own spin or add their own twist on a character. And it's like we see that happening with localizers. They are hired to localize, and instead they rewrite and they alter and they ruin. And, when it comes to people like localizers, we've given them so many chances, and yet every single time they fuck up the work that they work on like 9 times out of 10. We are not going to shed tears for AI replacing people like that. If you're not capable of putting your politics aside, fuck the localizers. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and say, boo hoo, you guys aren't getting paid anymore.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, it
maybe
sucks. I want to support human beings, but you're literally so bad at your job. I'm
You
siding
literally
with the
suck.
fucking clankers,
You
bro. Like,
clankers.
yeah.
That sounds like a slur against AI.
It is. It's actually an established slur against
Is
AI.
it? Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
But what makes this like Eurogamer situation even worse is also the fact that on OpenCritic, it was one of the most one of the best reviewed multiplayer games ever on their platform at a 94 out of 100, and it fell below a 90 to an 88 because of the Eurogamer's awful score.
Wow.
Yep.
They're so salty. My God.
They are. It's so pathetic. Like, you are sitting here and you're saying Concord is better. You're saying Veilguard is better. You're saying Kill the Justice League is better.
Okay.
You're saying Borderlands 4 is better. And there are new games, right, that journals are refusing to review, like Escape from Tarkov. They wouldn't review it. This they didn't
but that one was
review.
so
I know it
cute.
is, and like they weren't reviewing this until recently. What other indie games? Like titles like I don't know, Silksong. They're doing better numbers wise, but it's like these companies will go out of their way to attack the indie and AA developers and just try their best to shill for these like larger companies. And I don't think that Arc Raiders is the best game ever, right? If we're talking about Game of the Year contenders, I still don't think it's even close to being as good as Expedition 33 or Silksong, but it's still really freaking solid. Like, I have criticisms of it. I do think that my major issue is the monetization because it's buy to play, so you have to pay $40 up front, but there are also microtransactions. Now, they're just like cosmetic items, so it's not like you have to spend more money. But generally, I think that if you have a buy to play model, you shouldn't have like paid microtransactions, especially ones that are kind of expensive. But man, oh man, is it honestly just so embarrassing to see this happen because they're so desperate for these large outlets to survive and for these large companies to survive so that their outlets continue to stay relevant that they're willing to trash really great games in the process.
That's so sad. And like you said in our like private message about this, that they're making AAA games look awful, that
Yeah,
Arc is because
they are. I mean, look at some of these numbers. Over the weekend, they had 700,000 concurrent raiders in the game at one
Wow.
time, which is great. But they've already sold, is it here? They've already sold 4 million copies in 11 days, which is, of course, phenomenal. And the game only came out just a couple of days ago. They've
Insane.
already added duo matchmaking. I think tomorrow an event starts to unlock the next map. I don't know if it unlocks tomorrow or if it's like I think it's over several weeks and then it eventually unlocks because like the server has to come together and like actually like all the players have to like come together and complete certain different criteria. So whenever that happens. But either way, they're already adding new content. Look at games like I don't know, Assassin's Creed Shadows, it takes 6 months for new content to come out for a game like that. It's because, you have these studios who truly and genuinely believe that they are like untouchable and that people are going to constantly just, they're going to constantly come back whenever they release the new content, but that's not the case. And this is so funny to me because we're hearing about, oh, it's selling 4 million copies in 11 days. I mean, it's literally already outsold Ghost of Iote.
That's good. That's really good.
It is
So
good.
the only thing, like, this isn't even really like a bad critique because I've heard that they have like the next 10 years or so kind of planned out for Arc Raiders. But if like it's great that they release some like more content already. I just hope they continue with that because I think people are going to be very disappointed if they don't. That's the only thing where they might have shot themselves in the foot, so to speak, if they don't have plans to continuously keep releasing new content. Because
Yeah.
maybe wait for the hype to kind of die down a little bit. But I could be wrong. Like if they have all these plans to just keep doing it, then never mind. I'm wrong. But if they
Yeah.
don't have that plan, then it might have been smarter to wait just a little bit longer for the hype to just, fizz out a tiny bit. And then bam, here we got some more content for you guys to bring it right back up.
Yeah, so right now, let me bring this up really quickly because they do have a few different they did release like a small roadmap with like some of their plans. Now it's not like extremely extensive, but ongoing is new map conditions, new feats and trials, new cosmetics, quality of life updates. We are getting in November, which I think that it starts like tomorrow. I don't know how this is going to be rolled out, but the new map. There's a community unlock event. They're already adding 2 new mobs, the Matriarch and the Shredder. They're already adding new gameplay items and new quests. In December, they've got snowfall map conditions, an event, like expedition departure windows. Like they're already for 2 months in, have a lot of content. And like you said, if they actually have like a lot planned, this is phenomenal. But maybe they're just trying their best to keep the hype as alive as possible, as close to release as possible.
Yeah, which it does make sense, but hopefully they have something coming out like, I don't know, within like a month or so.
So my only thing, Hypernauts, is it says they have 10 years planned out.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's great. That's awesome. You know what other game had 10 years planned out from a $1 trillion company?
Mhm.
Halo Infinite.
Oh,
It only
well
lasted
then.
4 years. They had 10 years worth of content planned out. So, listen, I I get it. 10 years sounds great. But that doesn't mean
In
we'll
theory.
actually see the full 10 years. Like, if Microsoft couldn't keep Halo Infinite alive, a series that was once a behemoth in this industry, maybe we need to be a little bit cautious when it comes to these plans.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, hey, it's great that they have these ambitions. That's part of a problem in the
Let's just hope that,
industry.
that after a couple years they possibly add 10 more years of
Yeah.
content to keep it going. I want to see this continue to do well because like I said, like I actually just messaged some of my friends like my friend Vara is gonna get me to play Ark. I think they're like, really?
Yeah.
Super excited. And I'm like, it's not that I don't want to.
It's a little hardcore, but when you're in a group of 3 people, if we give you like a sniper, you can sit in the back and poke
I like doing that.
people, so it should
I
be
like
okay.
to poke.
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
felt the same way about Helldivers. I was watching people play it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this looks like fun, but like, would this work for me? And it actually did. I had a lot of fun playing that. And I was kind of sad when it died down. Like for me, anyways, with my friends
Yeah.
playing it.
Well, that's the
This is
unfortunate
how
thing
it
about
goes.
multiplayer games. Yeah.
Mhm.
Unfortunately. Stark, thank you for the 7 months. I'm just glad we were here when it started, whether it burns bright or fast or stays fun for 10 years. Yeah, I mean,
That's a good way
so
to look
far
at
it's
it.
been great. So I hope that it stays this way. You never really know. Maybe in a couple months, Marathon will release and steal all their players. That's not happening. Whew. Marathon. Man. Hey, I guess it's I guess it's good that they delayed Marathon because imagine them having to go against Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
They'd get crushed. It'd be embarrassing. But speaking of another indie game that of course we've talked about a lot, absolutely love, Expedition 33. Now this was, I think, a thread you had sent me, or at least I know that we had
I did.
briefly, we had talked about it. So it says, even though Expedition 33 is emotionally
Get my drink
charged
for this.
with a fantastic narrative, if you're pushing it for Game of the Year, you're basically rewarding style over substance and setting the bar lower for what ambition actually means in RPG design. It's incredibly pretty, sure, but under the paint, the combat system is shallow. Once the novelty of its real-time parry timing wears off, you're left with predictable patterns, limited build diversity, and almost zero tactical improvisation. Pretty animations don't equal mechanical depth. It sells itself as philosophical and poetic, but the writing rarely moves beyond its fortune cookie existentialism. Every character sounds like they're auditioning for a perfume commercial about hope and decay. The world is static. You're funneled through scenic dioramas that beg to be explored but rarely reward curiosity. No meaningful secrets, no branching routes, no systemic interaction, just an art tour. For a game that claims, for a game, retard, that claims to blend turn-based
him.
mastery with emotional storytelling. It doesn't really innovate either. The loop mechanic barely affects play, and the narrative impact is entirely scripted. You feel like a passenger, not a participant. Once you've finished it, there's nothing left. No post-game content, no real incentive to replay. Gaudy contenders usually expand, evolve, or invite replay. This just asks for admiration. It's a wonderful mood piece, but it's not the defining game of 2025. This fucking loser. I hate people like this. I know better than you. Do you? No, you don't. Holy shit.
Do you think this person even played through the whole game?
No. I don't even have to think twice about it. I genuinely don't, because I think that if you've actually played through, let's just say without spoilers, the first act, you're hooked. If you're not hooked,
Absolutely.
I think you have something wrong with you. Truly.
Absolutely. I don't get this. Like, this seems like somebody who gets offended if you like something that they dislike, or you dislike something they like, which I can't relate to that. right?
Yeah.
Like getting so just weird about it. Like I have absolutely think Expedition 33 should get Game of the Year. I know they were snubbed at the Grammys, but why does the Grammys even have a gaming section? Let's be real. Like they don't whatever. But
Yeah.
this is like it's so long-winded. Like this person is like, I'm gonna write a freaking Russian novel for you about why this game isn't gonna win Game of the Year because I think so and what I say goes and I have like I'm more intellectual, I'm smarter than all of you, so what I say is correct and if you disagree with me, you're wrong. That's the vibe.
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely agree. It's fine if you don't like Expedition 33, man, but to sit here
See,
and
just one
dumb
sentence.
it down to it's just pretty, brother, you are a lost cause. I hate people like this. It's genuinely like he wanted to be unique and not be like the other guys.
He's so quirky, cute,
Yeah,
and
I'm so
different.
quirky. I have to be different. I hate people like this. And of course he got wrecked for it, and rightfully so. It's
What
got
was the
such
ratio?
963 likes to 739 comments and 172 reposts. But of course, on the comments, we're talking like 470 likes, 1,000 likes, 400 likes, 200 likes. Like, he got wrecked here. Bro failed to mention half the reasons why it's Game of the Year and what the game actually represents. You do it. Laughing my ass off. Bro, you're the one who made this absolutely brain dead post. It's your job to explain the why you think people are wrong. You're just sitting here giving a word salad saying the world is static. While it's, it sells itself as philosophical and poetic, the writing rarely moves beyond fortune cookie existentialism. You're not actually giving details about what you liked or didn't like about the game. Truly, he's just saying, well, I mean, this is a problem. Okay, how is it a problem though?
You know what? He did not specify. And he had so much time in that novel, but he was just like, you know what? I don't like this. I don't like that, and you're wrong. Wah.
Yeah.
Josh James says ChatGPT.
Yeah, Michael also said
say.
this is an AI generated post. My only thing is that I agree that it does read that way. Maybe he copied it and rewrote it himself because he doesn't know what capitalization is. He doesn't know what proper grammar is. Like, at least ChatGPT generally does that, right?
So he didn't even take the time to go to ChatGPT. He just
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, what does it? Have you ever gotten like I'm sure you have. You've probably gotten many, but like a DM or something from somebody and they don't use any grammar. It's just like
it's just one big
no
run-on
period,
sentence,
no,
right?
And you're like
yeah, I
struggling to make sense of it, and it gives you a headache. Yeah,
if you're gonna do that,
friends,
if you're not gonna do that, if you're not gonna put in the effort, maybe I'm not gonna put the effort to read it. I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but my God.
You don't. No, you don't.
No, not
let
really.
Him know. Let him
not
know.
really.
Know.
Upper Thighs said, "Hey man, as someone who got 100% of this game, there's like 30 plus hours of post-game content. Not sure why you said there's not, because this guy hasn't played it. I beat it at 45, if we're counting backtracking, collectible farming, and replaying bosses for cosmetics. Sure. Yeah. And the game's that good. The game is so good that you want to keep playing it.
It is.
I don't often disagree with what you say, but this is one I cannot get behind. This is pure gaudy material. That's the beauty of opinions. Glad you enjoyed it. Not reading all that. Don't give a shit if you breathe or not. Guess that's how I feel about that.
Man,
someone's
he's really hurt.
Angry. Yeah.
Man.
He
Who
did not want
you,
people
buddy?
to criticize his opinion.
Someone didn't get hugged as a child, apparently.
I don't think so, but it's just so funny to see things like this happen. You have a game that most people love, but then there's the journos and then individuals like this who constantly feel like they have to be different. And look, not every game is going to be for everybody, but he's coming into this just like this Eurogamer journo. I hate to even call them that, but they're acting like they are an authoritative figure. They're acting like they know more and they know better when that clearly isn't the case. They don't know what they're talking about at all whatsoever.
Not at all. That's why, like, on my stream the
Yeah.
other day when you dropped the live breaking news of the Resident Evil
Oh,
set, which was
yeah.
so good. I was like, she's like a real journalist. I'm like, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I was like, no.
Why do you have to insult me like that, Wicked?
I was like, she's gonna kick me out now. I'm off the
Why'd
show.
you have to do that?
But that was really cool. I'm very excited for that now. I mean, I was
Yeah.
before. I have high hopes.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. I hope it is good. I hope it comes out. Hope it's amazing. But cautiously optimistic when it comes to Resident Evil. I feel like it should be so simple to do right, and sometimes it's not done right.
Speaking of that,
Uh-oh.
I started Revelations 2.
Ooh, what do you think of it so far?
I think I think I like one more. So
Yeah.
far, I got to get more into it. I don't love the game mechanics. I hate Moira.
Oh, yeah.
She is so annoying. I was like, she's like, I have trauma, so like with these big monsters, I don't want a gun. And I'm like, you don't want a gun? What are you, a liberal? My gosh, like
Yeah.
it was. I'm like, okay, but don't get me started. And people in the chat that I've been watching, like Shane's here, and he's like, I hate Moira. She triggers my chat so much. Can't stand her. But I don't love, like, is that a co-op game that you can play with somebody? Or
Revelations
no?
2?
Yeah, no. Is it just you have to like have the AI
I
bot
think
with
it's
you?
got
Because
I think it's got both local and online co-op.
Okay, so it would be better playing with somebody because I absolutely hate having to take care of the other person. It's just triggering Ashley memories from Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Leon! Like, I'm like, no, please help me.
Oh, this is gay. The story campaign only supports local split screen, whereas
Oh.
the raid mode has both local and co-op. Oh, that's
very
stupid.
gay. Come on,
I
Resident
hate
Evil.
that.
Moira
they
probably
do
made that
that?
rule.
Probably. That's so
Freaking
dumb.
Moira.
Why'd they do that? I don't know why they did that. Anyway. Hollywood Guy, thank you for the 5. Hello, Vara and Virtue. What are your thoughts on the Bethesda Fallout fiasco? Holy crap, what a failure. Oh, the Fallout 4 anniversary situation. I mean, it's a complete ripoff and breaks all the mods and basically no new content. It's just Bethesda trying to make a few extra bucks. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
Is Bethesda's constantly re-releasing content. It's like with the Skyrim, what was it? What the last big anniversary edition. Ooh, guys, we added fishing. We added slightly updated gameplay mechanics for like 1 or 2 things, and then they sell it to you and say, "Yeah, guys, you'll be perfectly fine even though modders did this, a decade ago. Hey, here's
But you can fish.
fishing."
You
Yeah.
can fish.
I mean, I think Bethesda makes good or at least decent like stories and base experiences. The problem is that you have to have mods for them to run well, and I hate that. I really, really do. But they're working on a Fallout 3 remaster too, right? So
I believe, yeah.
Fallout 3 remaster. I think they reportedly in production. But I mean, we just heard from Todd Howard a couple days ago that Elder Scrolls 6 is still a long ways away, so that means we're gonna get 8 more remakes and remasters before that stupid game launches.
Yay, can't wait. It's all gonna come out before GTA 6.
I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with GTA 6. I think it will be pushed off again to 2027.
I won't be surprised. At this point, what's going to surprise me is if we actually get the game.
Oh, I think we'll get the game.
But when?
Right, that's
We're
the
going to be in a
issue.
nursing home like, oh, it's finally time. Let's
Yeah,
play
well,
GTA 6.
when the news broke a couple days ago about the delay, I said, no, there's no way. I think that they're going to delay it again. Like, it's definitely going to come out the end of 2026. I think my opinion's changed after hearing some like really solid arguments about it. Also hearing about the union situation and like all the firings that are happening. I do think that it will probably be delayed again, actually. I might be wrong for once.
We'll
once
see,
in my
though.
career.
I don't think you will.
Yeah.
I
it's
highly doubt it.
I think everybody wants it true, but at the same time,
Shane
man.
says, I'm 37. I think I'll be dead before GTA 6. Oh,
Probably.
Shane. I hope not.
I think we'll all be dead before we get before we get Elder Scrolls 6. I don't
Our
think any of us are
grandkids.
seeing that.
Our grandkids will have Elder
GTA 6 2077.
Oh, stop it.
I hate that. I hate it because it's been so long.
It has.
Drives me crazy. Michael, thank you for the 5. Can you start a poll? Varen Virtue in full Christmas cosplay? Yes or no?
I'll do it.
We
I have
could.
I have some, but I'll get a new one to match Vara. I have a few. I won't say
We
what.
could. We could also pick characters
Oh yeah,
from
look, that'd
different
be
like
so much more fun.
different like Christmas-esque franchises and series, and then
Absolutely.
we could do that. We could.
Absolutely.
Now,
Because it's funny what
ooh,
happened.
I don't know.
Because I was like, oh, I'll be Morticia, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna be Velma. I'm like, well, or sorry, Daphne. I'm like, oh, well, I'll be Velma.
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
have a Velma cosplay. I have a whole chest
Yeah, but we
of
could do
cosplays.
we could
It
do
came out
something
wrong.
like that. I don't know who, and I don't know what, but maybe I'll write that down. We'll keep
Yeah.
an eye on it.
Me too.
Okay.
I had a dry erase board here, and I don't know where it went.
Uh-oh.
You know when you clean and then you don't know where anything is?
Yeah, it's tough.
did
Why
that.
not put it on your wall next to your framed images?
Yeah.
I don't know what they are. I can't see because
Well,
the lights.
it was a standing one. I think I just
Oh,
moved it.
okay.
Like, yeah.
I gotcha.
But I could right here. I have a
Um,
wole wall right here.
yeah,
Even
you-
if I
you
didn't want it
could.
to like be on stream, right? Like if it's just like notes.
Yeah, could. So you had sent this to me, and I thought that this was interesting.
I
Now, yeah, you sent this to me.
Oh, I did.
Now,
I don't know.
the reason why I want to quickly bring this up is because it says that the Final Destination Bloodlines directors Zap Lipovsky and Adam B. Stein will direct Long Lost for Amblin, described as Rosemary's Baby meets What Lies Beneath. They're the ones who are doing Gremlins now.
Oh.
We just talked about them a little while ago.
Hmm.
So, which one of these projects like isn't going to take priority?
I would say they probably would make Gremlins a priority, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking. It says a woman's life is upended when her husband's long-lost wife shockingly returns after she was believed to be dead. I mean, it sounds cool, don't get me wrong, and I think that Final Destination Bloodlines was good. I don't think it was the best movie ever, but I definitely would watch this. Though I don't know about what their priorities going to be. That's for certain.
I think this sounds more interesting than Gremlins 3.
Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like maybe it's time to leave Gremlins alone. I do.
Absolutely. So I've seen What Lies Beneath. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But I've seen What Lies Beneath. I don't believe that I've seen Rosemary's Baby. I know it's like a classic. I know what
is
it's
a
about,
classic.
but I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know how this would come together like 100%, but it sounds neat.
At least it's
So.
kind of, I wouldn't say completely original if it's, Rosemary's Baby meets What Lies Beneath,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
if
still more
it-
original than
yeah, if it's
doing a third Gremlins.
Yeah, if it's inspired by these movies,
Yeah.
that's cool. But yeah, I'd rather have something that is a shred of semblance of something new than just a continuation of a continuation of a continuation.
Yeah, I'm
So-
a bit tired of that. So
Yeah, it's really, really unfortunate. So I just wanted to cover that really, really quickly. But what I did want to talk about before we got into our Frankenstein review, which I think is going to take us quite a few minutes since
Oh,
we
it
both
is.
really liked it and we both have a lot to say about it. I saw this today, actually. Oscar Isaac is refusing to work with Disney over the Jimmy Kimmel suspension.
Oh, shut up, Oscar.
Yep. He said that Oscar Isaac regrets saying he was done with Star Wars unless I need another house or something in 2020, but he's found a new reason to not work with Disney. Jimmy freaking Kimmel. I mean, I'd be open to it, although right now I'm not so open to working with Disney. But if they kind of figure it out and, not succumb to fascism,
Okay,
that
so
would be great.
that's where that line came from. Okay, I see people
Mm-hmm.
sharing it. I didn't know the complete, like the whole story behind it, and now I do.
Yep.
And that makes me think Oscar's even more retarded. I thought the him saying that was kind of dumb.
Yeah. There's actually
Wow.
a really good George Orwell quote that I first came across today because I'm actually reading through a lot of George Orwell's work right now and a lot of the essays that he did, but the word fascism has now no meaning except in so far as it signifies something not desirable. Everything is fascist. Of course, everything is racist and sexist and bigoted. Absolute banger of an Orwell quote, which perfectly describes this situation right here. 100%.
Absolutely. I don't just like why? Oscar Isaac is actually a pretty good actor.
Yeah, he
Why
is.
can't he just keep his freaking mouth shut? Just shut up, Oscar, and take your roles, take your money, do what you're supposed to do. Like, you want to act, you like creating art, then just do that. Oh, they canceled Jimmy Kimmel's show for like a week, and it upset me so much that I
Paid
won't work with them.
vacation.
Yeah, paid vacation. Yeah, first of all, it's like, oh, you don't want to know something? Maybe Disney isn't offering Oscar any roles, so he's like, let me just stir the pot a bit.
It's like with the Twitch streamers that, oh, I got banned for a day, I got banned for 2 days. Okay, it's literally just a vacation.
Yeah, right. Like you're not your income isn't getting messed up from that. I bet.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I think that it's really, really bad that he said this now when Frankenstein has come out.
I know, guys. Still go watch Frankenstein. Don't punish Del Toro over this because he made a good movie.
I don't know why these actors feel like, wow, I'm about to get a big fat win. Let me ruin my public image and then
Let me
mess it up
virtue
even
signal real
further.
quick so they know where I stand.
I know.
I'm a good person.
I hate when actors do this. I genuinely do. Stevie, thank you for the 199. Vera, you need to EQ your vocals. They peak. I don't know. I'm just a kind of loud person, and I don't get really many complaints about it. But I can listen back later. But thank you for the 2. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. And also, I thought, yeah, this was wild. So before we talk about the prosthetics, I mentioned this in the
I didn't know this.
I mentioned this right before we went live. Chat, I don't know if you know this. I was listening to Del Toro interviews and him talking about this. Do you guys know who was originally supposed to play the monster? Because I found this out, like, I think 2 days ago, and I told Wicked Andrew Garfield was supposed to play the monster. And actually, it got so close to filming, they had all the prosthetics done. They had already done tons of tests. So the original design that they had for the monster, it's different than what we got in this movie, because this movie, I don't want to necessarily say that they like rushed it, but it was more rushed and slightly less detailed than what they originally wanted because they had to refit Jacob Elordi for it.
Yeah. See, that I wonder why. I wonder if it'll ever come out, because Andrew Garfield is actually a good actor, and I would have loved to see him in this role. I don't even remember the last movie he was in. Andrew Garfield, was it like that? He was in like a war movie or something, right? I don't know.
A newer one?
I don't know if it was newer, but was that the last? Let's see. Oh no, After the Hunt in 2025. No idea what that is.
So, are you talking about Hacksaw Ridge?
Is
That's
that
that's a big movie from him.
That's old. Yeah.
Yeah. But I couldn't think of anything that was like newer.
He has done a few. He did We Live in a Time, didn't see that one, 2024. After the Hunt, 2025. So he has been.
He also in something with Florence Pugh recently?
Was he? Oh, We Live in a Time. She's in that, and that was 2024.
Okay. Yeah.
I wonder
Gosh.
what happened. Like, why? If there was like
So
creative differences or like family stuff or something.
so I don't know all the details. Now, if you believe it or not, we heard that it was due to scheduling conflicts.
But what?
Now,
Why would you pick some like over a Del Toro, over Frankenstein? Like that is a big role.
right. Like he's a phenomenal actor. And I still think Jacob Elordi did great in this movie, but I think like you mentioned before, he's got so much body acting and like he comes to life when he's moving around and he's a very versatile actor. And he previously told Deadline that it was disappointing to have to drop out of Frankenstein, but meeting Jacob felt really serendipitous. So I could really see and hear that no, maybe he just needed that experience more than me. That's such a lie to me.
That
Oh, well,
is-
this I met this other guy and he was nicer. So you know what? I'm going to give him the role. Okay.
Mm-mm.
There was
Mm-mm.
clearly something going on set. 100%.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
don't just give up a Del Toro film because you like
No.
a guy better.
Like the Universal monster too. Like, come on, it's Frankenstein.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been great. At least I think. But Jacob Elordi did good.
He did. He did. He had that. Well, when we get into the review, I'll get into that.
Yeah. But apparently, he spent up to 10 hours a day in the makeup chair, 42 prosthetic pieces across his entire body, 14 pieces around his head and neck. He'd sometimes arrive at midnight and stay up all night for makeup fittings. Whew.
Wow.
That is really, really, really intense. Also, is that a Steam Deck? I think that's a Steam Deck, right, chat?
All right.
I don't have one, but pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He goes from a Steam Deck to a phone to a book. I mean, I know you're sitting there for 10 hours, but that's I mean, that's a lot of different interests probably.
Maybe he's like got bipolar taste like me because you know what? I do the same thing except it'd be like a coloring book thrown in there. Just
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
gotta keep busy.
Could.
It depends, honestly. Like if I'm like, you know, into a really good book that's gonna take up the time, I'm probably gonna like whether it's Audible or reading it, I'm gonna stick to that or a video game or a movie or something. But I could see switching it up. I don't know. Maybe he's also was like studying for like another role or going over lines. I don't know.
Oh my god, this image!
Stop.
No. Oh my god, it's in fucking 2012 again. I hate this song. Somebody that you used to know, I hate this song.
You probably shouldn't have said that because now chat's gonna sing it to you for at least a week.
Probably. It's like, what were you saying? Bippity bop?
Bippity boop.
Bippity boop, bippity bop. Like, yeah.
Bippity boop. And then bippity boop. I hit somebody's mailbox. Bippity boop.
So fucking stupid.
Oh no.
Stevie, thank you for the 199. Did you guys see the Michael Jackson movie trailer? I did. It broke records. 116 million views in what was it, like maybe 24 hours or something like that. Michael Jackson film record. I don't know if that's a movie you're interested in.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go see it. I love like the biopic. Sorry, my brain like didn't load.
It's okay.
there for
It's
a
okay.
second. Like one of my favorites is the Elton John one with Taron Egerton. I love that one
Yeah.
so much.
That one's good. Also,
very
yes,
good.
116 million views in 24 hours, which
Wow.
is those are some big numbers. It looks like it's going to be solid though. That's for sure. Hopefully
Yeah,
it is.
I think it will be.
I want them to do justice.
Yes.
I don't like when, biopics release and they're so bad. Like it drives me crazy.
It does.
Even if I don't
heard the
particularly care about the person or like the story they're trying to tell, I still want it to be respectful because we're still talking about a real being.
Yeah, I heard the Bruce Springsteen one wasn't good.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't either.
That had the actor from Shameless in it, right?
Yep. I forget his name. I just always call him the actor from Shameless. I do the same thing.
He was in The Bear as well. Jeremy Allen White.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see that one though. But yeah, I mean, I hope it turns out to be good. This image, wow. Having a look at that.
We just digressed into Michael Jackson over.
Yeah, yet CGI or AI would have saved time and looked way more realistic. I
shut
hate
up,
that.
whoever said that. Whoever said that.
Prosthetics are a dying art, and I
Yes.
think that it is always so amazing to see them on screen. I know that it is tough for actors. 10 hours just to get dressed up, never mind having to do the several hours of acting. That's tough. But at the same time, like it looks really good.
I thought it looked fantastic. Practical over CGI always. I mean, we talked about this with our Fright Night review. That looked so realistic and it was in the 80s. It looked better than stuff that we're getting now. So
Yeah.
I don't want this to die. I've always been so interested in learning how to do special effects, makeup and everything. Maybe one day like I mess around with like cosplay stuff and I've done okay, I think the most in-depth one I've ever personally done was Lydia from the cartoon Beetlejuice, and that took me a while. And that was just
Yeah.
with like makeup, but it was a lot of fun. I like doing that kind of stuff. So I would love to take like a hands-on, like for real special effects makeup class
Yeah,
one
that could be
day.
really cool.
One day. It's on the bucket list.
Definitely. Sounds like a good plan though.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's time, chat, to get into our review. Unfortunately, this is a Netflix movie. So that means
We can't watch the
we
trailer.
can't watch the trailer. Kill me now. I'll bring it up real quick though, and we'll find an image. And then we'll start literally spelt it so wrong. Holy shit. I
I do that
spelt
all
it
the
wrong.
I do that too.
I know you also said that you were going to make your critic list
Oh.
list post as
Yeah.
well.
I typed that up and I've been sitting on it this whole stream.
That's
getting
okay.
ready.
That's
Getting
oh my
ready.
god, flashbang. Sorry, I'm blinding us. Michael, thank you for the 2. Don't worry, Vera. We're never gonna give you up. Well, way better than somebody you used to know. That's for sure. But thank you for the 2. Much appreciated. So, guys, it is finally time for us to review Del Toro's new movie, Frankenstein. I am so sad that this wasn't a movie that I saw during its theatrical
Me too.
run.
I had way too much going on that
Yeah.
week that it was out in Orlando, and I'm pretty sure they had it in Orlando. I don't know if it was near me, but probably Orlando. So I didn't get to go see it. I hope they release this. Like, I don't know what the track record is for them, like actually releasing Netflix stuff to physical. Like, I want a Blu-ray or like a, like a collector's edition of this. I would get it because I just love how pretty this movie was, and the aesthetic was just spot on. So okay, I'll go like a little more in depth, but I try not to do too much for the critic list reviews because people might tend to like click off of it. So before I post it, I'll read it to you guys. I said, for me, this was movie of the year. I loved it. It delivered a version of Frankenstein that is both visually stunning and deeply soul stirring. It was heartbreakingly beautiful. That was just like my take from it. Heartbreakingly beautiful, because the story of Frankenstein is always going to be sad. But this,
Absolutely.
the way that Del Toro took this, so I said it was a true testament to Del Toro's passion for finding the humanity in the outcast and the monster in the man. That's why this movie was perfect for him to do, because that's like his style in so many of his movies.
Humanizing what is
Mhm.
otherwise viewed as just a monstrous, irredeemable type of character or creature.
Yes. Yeah, and every frame felt like a painting.
Yes.
Or like, when you're reading like some book that just goes into such detail of like Gothic architecture. That was this. Like, I was like, holy crap. When they first showed his, I don't know if you want to call it his lab, the workshop castle
Mhm.
area in the snow, I paused it. I was like, that is beautiful. I had to stop for a minute and just like take it in because it was so gorgeous. But I'll post the critical review now since we're talking about it. So just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I got to click all these things for it to post. Sorry. Took me out of my train of thought. It's like, so that you're not a bot. I get it. But I'm like, I'm trying to review a movie here. Sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, it's something that I will watch again. Okay, I'm gonna post this in a minute because it's messing me up. We'll get back to that. Uh, so on the performances, I thought that Jacob Elordi, like, I'm very bummed knowing now that we almost had Andrew Garfield, but I'm not gonna dim down Jacob Elordi's performance because I thought he did a good job. He really showed the tenderness of the monster very well. It's almost like you don't want to call him a monster either, right? Like it's
Right.
Frankenstein's monster, Frankenstein, but
He's a bit emotionally challenged. How about that?
absolutely. Yes. Yeah. A little emotionally challenged, that's for sure. And then, you know, Oscar Isaac played he was kind of the monster, right? That's kind of the story,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
That Victor Frankenstein is the one who's the actual monster. I feel like that's told in every Frankenstein story. Like a flawed human, and then you just see him come from just like, he's grieving his mother, and everything that he goes through as a child with his father being absentee to himself pretty much becoming an absentee father, right? Because he's the creator of Frankenstein. Do they just call him the monster, right? They never call him Frankenstein in this, do they?
No, no.
No, they don't.
Because in the book, he was always like monster, wretch, things like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he actually ends up becoming how his father was, I guess, but even more so because he just completely abandons him. Like he has that moment, right? Like after spoilers, sorry, like he's trying to get rid of the monster or whatever, that he has a second where he's like, wait a minute, I shouldn't do this. He tries to go back and it's almost too late, but not at the same time. You gotta watch it to get what I'm saying. And then overall, like how it ends, I thought it was a satisfying ending. The whole forgiveness arc. And Mia Goth, I thought she did a good job as Elizabeth. That
Yes.
that was a
So
very
she actually
nice.
was the mother as well. She acted both those roles.
She was the mom?
Yes, they put prosthetics on her. She was the mom. So that is actually a really big part of the book, which I'll get into in a minute, but she plays both those roles.
I didn't know that. See, so I'm gonna read the book. I'm absolutely gonna read the book now. I've
Yes.
never read the book. I've watched the 1930 movie and I've watched the Bride of Frankenstein. I had no idea.
She
Wow.
did, and she did a phenomenal job. So I'll spoiler alert, I guess, for the book if you've never read it.
Oh my
I
gosh. No, I'm kidding.
I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. The costumes were some of the best I've seen in a movie
Oh,
in years.
Elizabeth's her dresses were so
I
extravagant and
loved
gorgeous.
that her sort of odd fascination in the movie is bugs, and she has a brown shawl that you only see in one shot, that the back of it is the design of a moth. I loved
Oh.
that. I thought that that was so nice, such a cool touch. I thought that that was awesome. And also on her wedding dress, there are bandages on her arm, and those are, I would assume, probably the same bandages or similar design that the monster wears the first time they meet.
I thought, okay, I looked at that. It reminded me of Bride of Frankenstein a little bit. Here,
I
hold on. Keep
obviously,
going. I'm gonna bring
yeah.
my. I have a little figure. Hold on.
I
Keep going.
definitely think that that is a big part of it, but I thought that another great element to this was the way that Del Toro plays with color. Now, he's always been really good at it, but he is able to really, really connect colors with emotion, which I feel like
Yes.
a lot of other directors do not do. So, like, Victor's mother wears red. I loved that red velvet dress that she wears the first time.
Yes.
Well, I suppose the only times that you really meet her. But then throughout the movie, he's wearing red gloves
It
and like
symbolizes
red
his
pendants, right? And it's supposed to represent sort of the childhood that he lost and the losses that sort of led him to the madness, which I thought was a really cool set of details. Also, the green that is in there that correlates to the monster is really nice. And wow, is he just able to play with color so extremely well? And again, all of these performances were spectacular, in my opinion.
I thought so too. I feel like so like back to like the color, like like you said, he's so good at playing with like the color symbolism and everything. And I feel like you said, because Victor's mom wears red in the beginning, that's kind of symbolizes, the grief and also kind of the guilt
Mm-hmm.
too that Victor feels, and like kind of like their family curse a little bit,
Yeah.
you know? That and back to you're absolutely right. Like that's what the monster was wearing. She had that made because she like was in love with him
Right.
but it also made me think of this because I have this figure all the time, like right in front of my face. So I think that was a call to, you know, the Bride of Frankenstein as well, because that's what she wanted to be. She wanted to be the but she wanted to be the monster's
Absolutely.
bride, which makes this story a bit more sad because, like in Bride of Frankenstein, you know, that's the companion he tried. I wasn't sure if they were going to go that route because he goes to Victor in this and asks for a companion.
Right.
And it's sad because he didn't need to have one made for him. There was one right there for him that actually wanted him. So that's a different level of just sadness because in the Bride of
So,
Frankenstein, she's scared and screams when she sees him, but Elizabeth sees him and she goes to him and is all gentle, you know?
absolutely. So, Unbridled just brought up a really good point. Can we talk about the design of the coffins Victor's parents were put in? Do
Oh,
you know the historical significance behind that?
I don't, but I thought they were like
They
very
were
like
called.
posh and like
Mhm.
rich and fancy.
So actually, they were popular in the 1800s and they were patented by a man named Fisk. And so they're known as the Fisk coffins. He patented them and they were supposed to preserve a corpse in this like cast iron mummy shaped case for traveling. And also, it was supposed to stop the spread of disease and like outbreaks and things like that. And because they obviously were patented, they stopped being produced. But Del Toro, of course, knows quite a lot about history and like historical significance. And I thought that that was so amazing because very rarely are those actually used in like historical movies because it's kind of like very niche history. But I'm a big fan of period pieces. I watch a lot of
Mhm.
period pieces, which is how I know about them. But I thought that that was such an awesome detail. They looked so good in this film.
That was amazing, and I had no idea about the history behind them. I just thought like,
Yeah.
"Wow, those look really cool."
Yeah, definitely. But so to talk a little bit more about the book and sort of the differences, it's been a long time since I've read Frankenstein, so there's probably a lot of details I don't remember, but there's quite a few differences that are pretty stark that I noticed. So, first of all, in the books, Victor's father is not abusive. He is very caring and attentive, and him and his brother actually have a deeper relationship. So that was different. Also, Elizabeth isn't very prominent in the books, but she's actually his adopted sister.
Victor's?
Yes, she is their adopted sister, and she's adopted when I believe she's like 11 or 12. So that's how Victor is in sort of a close proximity to her. And then, yes, they do end up getting married. So he marries his adopted sister. But one thing I actually really enjoyed when it comes to sort of Elizabeth and her story is that in the books, or in the book, she only met the monster once, and it's the night she marries Victor, but he kills her to hurt Victor because Victor was making the monster a companion, but then he stopped and in the book the monster and Elizabeth don't have this sort of deep relationship. So I thought that that was a really nice addition here because Mia Goth is a fantastic actress.
Mhm.
I think that what they did, it's sort of a mixture between almost a romantic but also a motherly relationship because like with the leaf she goes, oh, it's a leaf, is this for me? Like it's definitely the way you would talk to maybe an animal, a child.
Yeah.
And I really, really enjoyed that. But another thing that I enjoyed about the movie compared to the book is that the tower is so cool, and it's
Oh
different
my gosh.
because
Like I said, I had to
it
pause it and just
yeah. So
take it in.
in the books, in the book, Elizabeth's uncle who gives like Victor the money in this, he doesn't exist. What happens is, of course, Victor is very wealthy, so he's more self-sufficient, but he also literally steals corpses in the streets. He doesn't go to a battlefield, he doesn't have his pick of the litter. He literally takes corpses from streets and from graveyards, which I thought that with this additional uncle character, there was a lot more conflict, which I quite liked. I thought that that was a cool addition. But those are just some of like the general details. And oh, another one is the I don't know if you caught on. So the monster like sort of like cracks his neck quite a bit and sort of like readjusts his neck and moves his head around a lot, which I thought that that was a cool detail because in the tower, now we don't I don't really I don't know for sure if this is the case, but I wondered if it had to do with in the like the tower or the laboratory, there was a hanged man, and I wondered if the monster constantly like cracks his neck because his spine is used, that hanged man's spine is used in his creation. That's why he constantly like readjusts
Oh.
his neck and like cricks his neck. But the reason why I kind of was wondering that is because in tarot, the hanged man means a victim of fate. And obviously, he's a creation. So he didn't
Yeah.
have any say in his life. And he's like at the whims of Victor. So I wonder if that is like sort of the mentality that Del Toro had. There's a lot of small details like that that I absolutely loved in this, even if it's just my schizo-brained take looking too far and too deep into it. I'm
No.
buying it. That's the theory for me. So there were quite a few differences, but I still really enjoyed this movie. I thought the acting was great. It looked like a painting. I
Mhm.
do think maybe it was a little bit long, but I understand why that was the case.
I was okay with it. When I seen the 2.5 hours, I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh." So, I don't because we don't really get long movies anymore, but I kinda miss
No,
getting long movies like this.
I
And
agree.
I didn't have any moment, at least me personally, this movie might not be for everybody, but I didn't have any time where I was just like, "Okay, this is dragging on," or I looked at my watch or anything like that. Like, I was just so engrossed in this movie, and I did have to pause it here and there because I had things going on that I had to do. But I was like, "Oh, I wanna get back to this so bad. I just wanna sit here and watch it all." So I will probably within the next week, I'm gonna put it on again and just watch it start to finish. Um, it it's just so pretty. I've told everybody to watch it. I had one of my friends who's like, who their wife's not really into like scary and
Yeah.
asked like, "Well, do you think that she would like this?" I'm like, "It's not scary." I'm like, "I don't think this is scary at all." There's like a little bit of gore in it, but like not even like, when he's
No, not that intense.
disassembling the bodies, it's not like it's spewing everywhere because they're already dead bodies and stuff. I'm like, it's like a heartbreakingly that's just how I'm gonna describe it to everybody. This is a heartbreakingly beautiful movie, and if you can
Yes,
take that, if you're okay with sadness and stuff, that you should watch it. So
definitely.
I don't care what you're into. I'm gonna tell everybody to watch it because I want to know different opinions. Like I said, on Critic List, it didn't even get like it's like the second level of
Right.
like highness is rad is what it is, which is like the next level would be most excellent, which that's what I rated it. And you go through and it's mostly like most excellent and rad over there, but there's a couple like bogus and heinous, and I'm like, did we watch the same movie? Like
That's wild.
I'm not gonna get offended that you don't like what I like, but I'm like, did you really not see the beauty of this movie from
Yeah,
everything from the effects, which not really, it was all kind of like, I mean, I'm sure they had to use CGI at certain points, but it was so well done that you can't tell. And then the practice,
100%.
like the makeup, that makes me like Jacob Elordi a little bit more too, that he like sat there and did that, because there's some actors that probably be like, no, just give me the green screen, like CGI.
Right.
I don't want to sit in the chair for that long, because we had people like Johnny Depp always did that, right? Like, how many hours do you think that
Yeah.
man has spent in a chair because of all of his roles? It's a lost talent doing it, and actors that are willing to actually sit in the chair for that long for their craft, for the art. So
Right.
I respect it so much. And I can't wait to read the book. I'm looking it up right now. It's actually not too expensive. I want to find a really nice cover, though. There's so many different covers.
The only thing I will say is that they have like modernized it. So there are two different versions. There's the original version, and then there's the like modern adaptation and rewrite of it. So just keep an eye on which version you're purchasing, because they're quite
Okay.
different.
'Cause there's one that I see that's a collectible classics flexi edition.
Yeah, that might be like the original
And it looks
version.
cool. It just says Frankenstein, and it has like lightning and a bit of red at the bottom. And
Yeah.
then there's one that like it's just says Frankenstein, and there's like a forest in the background. It looks kind of boring.
Yeah, but imagine if they took, I don't know, Lord of the Rings and they modernized it and they didn't use Tolkien's absolutely like lyrical writing and very intentional writing. They changed quite a lot for it to be more palatable for, I suppose we'll just say, normies.
Okay.
So,
I
yeah.
definitely want the original, so
Yeah,
I'll look into it. I
definitely.
see it. I think I'm gonna actually go to Barnes and Noble and take a
Yeah,
look. I'll probably
absolutely.
send a picture to you and like text you and be like, "You think this is correct?"
For sure. Yeah. I could probably help find a version, but I love
Yes.
this movie. I thought it was really, really good. And I
It is so beautiful.
highly recommend it for anybody who's into gothic horror and sort of just the classics, Del Toro's work. If you're simply bored and you're looking for something else to watch in your free time, because it was solid.
Yes. I
I think this might be my
I agree.
favorite movie of his.
Of Del Toro?
Yeah.
Honestly, same. This is my favorite.
I mean, I'd have to
Movie of
look
the
at a
year.
full list, but like Pan's Labyrinth is great. But I still think this is maybe a little bit better. I think that this, for me, just the visuals of this were so stunning
Yeah,
that it really heightened it.
absolutely. Like I said, it's been a while since I had to like pause a movie to take in like a scene.
Yeah.
And when they showed the tower with the snow falling, I was like,
That's a real tower.
wow. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
can tell. You can tell.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
It is, definitely. Blanok, thank you for the £2. What books are you two reading right now? I've been reading the collection of Orwell essays, and I'm in the middle of like fantasy series right now. I think I'm going to start Malazan soon because I've never read it.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, I gotta get into some more like fantasy
Frankenstein.
books. Yeah, Frankenstein is next. I also want to start the Witcher books. So those are
Mhm.
two big on my list. I just finished. Now this isn't anything to do with like fantasy or anything, but I finished Melissa Joan Hart's book. You know,
Yeah, you mentioned that.
that was good. Melissa explains it all, and it was pretty good. I had no idea she was so based. So it was just like interesting listening to her life from the 90s up until, well, I think it was like 2013 that she released this. So not super recent, but it was fun. I don't know. I like deep diving into certain celebrities, not all. It depends.
You would love a Pedro Pascal book.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on it. I can't wait. It's gonna be I'm a bougie bitch by Pedro Pascal. See, Kara's got some good ones there. Kara and Vara got some.
Oh yeah,
good
Rhythm
books.
of
I'm like,
War, Dungeon Crawler, nice. Oh, those are some good books. I read a lot though, so yeah,
yeah.
I've never read Malazan. I've heard it's great, but it's time. It's time I finally get through it. Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody they used to know.
It's like the William Shatner Christmas album. That's Vara
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, thanks
Just-
for the
just
5. I mean,
saying
I'm
the
very
words.
grateful, but thanks. Michael, thank you for the 2. Barnes and Noble has an illustrated version. Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. I found it on
Nice.
Audible, but I may get it on there. But I want like a nice physical hard copy,
Yeah.
like with a pretty cover.
They're doing, I need to order it. They're doing a Chronicles of Narnia omnibus, which has all the books. It looks gorgeous.
I think I might have to get that. I
I need to
started
get it
that
too.
young. I remember watching or reading Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in like 4th grade and being obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's good. I really love Chronicles of Narnia. Roy, thank you for the 20. Your plan is working, master. Of course. V&V talk is the way. I mean, all we do is talk and talk and talk and talk.
We're Furbies.
We are. One of these weeks, though, we're gonna play video games. We
Yes,
will.
we have to play through Resident Evil 5. As soon as
We
she catches
do.
up on her games, we'll do it. I want her free night.
I
like
don't
Tuesday
know.
or
You might
something.
play Arc Raiders and then be obsessed with it and just want to play it 24/7.
We'll get
so
there at some point, guys.
maybe. But thank you for the
Possibly.
20. And Shadow, thank you for the 38 months. Crimson Peak is his. I love Crimson Peak too. My problem with Crimson Peak is that it was marketed so poorly when it initially released because it was more of a gothic romance, whereas they marketed it and like the trailers highlighted it as more of being like a gothic horror, which I think is why so many people didn't give it a chance. Yeah. So like, it's unfortunate. Yeah. So. I definitely agree. Crimson Peak was great though. That had Mia, what's her name? Mia Wachowski? I don't remember her name. Crimson Peak cast. It also had Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, Mia Wazowska. I don't know how to fucking say her name.
I've never seen Crimson Peak, so I guess I'll add that.
And it
to the
has
list too.
Jessica Chastain in it too. Yeah, it's really, really good.
Did you watch Pinocchio? His Pinocchio?
I haven't seen his Pinocchio.
It's good. I liked it.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. I need to finally get off my butt and watch it. Yeah, Car needs to watch it too. Crimson Peak was great though. Highly recommend it.
Crimson. Oh, that was 2015. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know
the
he did
actress who
Pacific
played.
Rim.
That's the actress who played Alice in the live action Alice in Wonderland movies.
Okay. So Crimson Peak, I'll add that to the list. But yeah, I didn't know that he was Pacific Rim. Interesting.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
Mia Wasikowska? Listen. Listen. I've said it 8 different ways. Great actress. Okay, great actress. Just AI my voice of saying it. It's close enough. I've pronounced it every which way. But yeah, really, really good. Highly recommend it. But this is definitely one of my favorite Del Toro, if not my favorite Del Toro film. But I do need to see Pinocchio still, which gotta get off my butt and do that. But guys, we're gonna be wrapping up stream in a second. Wicked, what have you been up to? What's going on with you? What are your plans?
I will be gaming. I got to finish Resident Evil Revelations 2. I'm only on part 2, so I probably have about at least like 3 or 4 more streams before I finish that, since I do like 2-3 hours. But I think someone said this one's only like I want to say like 12 hours or so. So I'll get this one done pretty fast. And then, as always, Wicked's World and Saucy Saturdays. This Saturday, we actually have Kara joining us again because X-Ray will be away. So she's going to help us co-host on Saturday.
Nice.
And I do also have to finish Bonanza. I need to mess with my Switch too, though, and turn the G-Sync on or whatever it is, because I'm getting the lines on OBS. That's really annoying me. I don't remember having the issue with the first Switch, so maybe I just didn't need to do that, but I guess
It could
I gotta
be
do that.
HDR as well.
It's something, yeah. I'll figure it out. But gaming, and Vara is getting me to try Arc Raiders, so we'll see what happens there. So look out for that.
We've got to do that. And of course, guys, I have my second channel, Varadark Reviews. Go and subscribe over there if you haven't already. I'm going to be putting up my review of Hyrule Warriors soon. Our review of Frankenstein will be over there as well. But yeah, you know, I'm playing Arc Raiders again tomorrow evening on stream, and then this weekend I'll be playing Where Winds Meet. We'll be playing that probably next week as well. And then a new SpongeBob game comes out next Thursday, which I
Ooh.
want to play. Something casual, something fun.
Yeah.
And of course, next week this show will be over on Wicked's channel. I don't
We
know
don't know
what
what
we'll
we're
be
reviewing yet.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
We'll
think
figure it
comes
out.
out?
Guys, what comes out this week? Let us
I don't know. I guess we're gonna
we're
find out.
professional.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, of course, all of Wicked's links are in the description. My second channel link is in the description too. Next week, Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, live over on her channel. And I will be live here on my channel tomorrow per usual. Thank you guys so much for being here the past few hours. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by, and have a really good rest of your evening, everyone.
Bye.